variety and the quality of the Henselite product is what allows me to have the confidence to be at my best on all surfaces.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on this beautiful sunny day to the Henselite Victorian Open for 2022. It is ladies triples final time. The event that has some 3,500 competitors boils down to this for our women's triples final. Promises to be an absolute belter. My name's Tony Sherwell. I am the host of today's show. More importantly, I'm joined by a couple of absolute crackers, not only brilliant players, but brilliant commentators. We've got Sophie Kurzman and Trish Doolan. Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello.
Hello, Tony.
Lovely to see you both here. You'll be able to talk through your experiences as players, and I know you'll both know some players on this rink, so we'll be able to walk through them as well.
Absolutely.
So a few matches on at the moment, but the one that really matters the most is Leanne Poulson from Broadbeach Bowls Club. She's leading for Sam Robinson from MCC and Alison Hall skipping on one side of the equation. Alison also from MCC. They're up against Helen Brache from Numurkah, Jodie Fruend from Wangaratta and Rhonda Armstrong from Smeaton. So a nice little mixture, some players from all around. Promises to be a cracker. This is end one. We are just underway. Leeds now bowling their bowls. That's Helen Brache. Stepping up to the mat now. Trish, you will know a couple of these players pretty well, some MCC teammates.
Yeah, I certainly do. Alison Hall and Sam Robinson. We play in the region side together as well. We play a lot of region events. In fact, this particular trio were the three that took us out of the tournament.
Ooh, right. So who are you cheering for then? Club mates or the people who took you out?
It'll be a great game.
And the other three who took us out. So
goodness me. Oh, so there's going to be a bit of venom in this commentary, is what I'm hearing.
No, you can't take the good bowls away from them. They just played better.
Exactly right.
I believe the other rink was one of Barb's specials.
Yeah, she's put this one together. So every now and again somebody rings up and says, look, I'm prepared to play but I don't have a partner, or we've got two but we need a third, or whatever it is. So Barb Gilbert goes to work doing what she does best and matches up a combination. She's very pleased to have one in the final.
It's a fair sub with Jodie Fruend.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely.
Jodie, a state player. We see her first bowl coming in now.
There she goes.
And that's what she does best.
Speak of the devil.
I'll give the two of you one guess at the colour of Jodie's bowls.
I always say they're like a fluoro peachy orange, and they're actually pink up close.
There you go. That's close. Any idea what the colour's called, though, from the manufacturer?
It looks like apricot, but I'm sure it won't be
it
called
won't be
apricot.
called apricot.
Not apricot.
The yellow, it's pink with yellow flecks through it, and that makes it look more orange, but I would have no idea what area I've called them.
What are they called?
Tequila.
Tequila.
So there you go. I call it orange. But,
Yeah, well, so to me it looks orange.
Side, yeah.
But we played her last night, and they're definitely pink with the yellow flecks that make them orange, which is interesting.
Yeah, right.
So Jodie, a state singles winner, a state representative.
Yes.
A very good player, and we can see from her first two bowls good efforts, one on and one just missing. So I'll run through the bowls. Leanne Poulson is using an Optima, the black bowl, a size 4. Sam Robinson, an XG, the yellow bowl, also a size 4. And skipping that rank is Alison Hall using a Taylor SR, a dark blue size 3. They'll be what's called the blue team by the paddles of our expert marker, Lorraine Dowson. She has officiated at the highest levels, so we'll trust her opinion on pretty much everything. And their opponents, Helen Brache using a Taylor SR, the light green bowl, size 2. Jodie Fruend, as we say, using the Aero Optima orangey coloured, called Tequila. Rhonda Armstrong using a Taylor SR, size 2, which is a purpley colour. Two True Margaret should be a great game. Plenty of talent on this rink. 15 ends we're scheduled for. No time limit when we get to the final. So the best team will have plenty of opportunity to do what they do.
Did Lorraine indicate? Are they holding 2 here? The change?
I haven't seen an indication as I was running through the bowls, but we'll watch for the next one. Who's your pick, Triss? Early days?
Oh, early days. I'd have to go the MCC girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, safe.
Oh, look, I think it's going to... I know it's going to be close. Well, I hope it's going to be close and have a good game. But, yeah, these ladies played pretty well against us last night, those in Jodie's rink. So, I can't pick it yet, but I know it's going to be a good game.
All right, well, I'll give Triss somebody to argue against. So I'll say the rink of Rhonda Armstrong. We'll get there.
Rightio.
Barb will be able to do cartwheels in the office that she's put together a winning rink.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Rhonda just a touch short with her first. We'll see what Alison can do with hers. We have just played a game on this rink and there was a fair difference between hands. The right-hander's forehand was much narrower than the right-hander's backhand, heading in this direction. Karen, Johnny O'Donnell's match in the triples was a round of 32. It was a catch-up game because they're in a clash in the schedule. So they made it through to the round of 16.
Rhonda's just sat the second shot, so I think she's made 2. Maybe 3, depending on how far in front that green one is, but I think that back ball might just squeeze in.
Sam Robinson, Jodie Fruend having a quick look now. They've rolled out 2, as you say, Soph. We'll see the result of this measure.
OSA, if in doubt, get the measure out.
Yeah, that's
Exactly
right.
right. Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Would there be nerves from any of these girls early, or you think they'll be confident enough to...
I think maybe for a few that haven't played many sort of finals, if any of them are, you know, a little less experienced, especially on the live stream, can make it a bit difficult. I think anyone gets a bit nervous in a final anyway, so I think they'll get a bit more relaxed as the game goes on, or the other way around, depending if it's close.
Yeah, a couple of hands in, they'll forget about it.
Yeah.
If there were any nerves for the combination of Brache, Fruend and Armstrong, they get a 2 to start off with, which will certainly help.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Jack pretty much on the tee, Triss. Sorry, Matt pretty much on the tee.
Yeah, it's just looking 3/4 lengths probably.
Yep.
These greens are running so nicely.
They really are today.
Picking up a little bit of pace as the day goes
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
They look very good considering the place was underwater.
Yeah.
The whole community was
absolutely.
underwater not long ago. Some of it unfortunately still is.
Lovely start of
Great
Poulson.
start.
Great start.
Yeah, very well played. Lovely weight control.
Leanne stepping onto the mat now. Leanne was in the development squad for New Zealand. She played the Trans-Tasman, NZ, yeah, a couple of years ago.
I've heard her name a few times before.
Yeah.
She plays a lot of events over here. Like she came over for the AO and look at that for a reply.
Yeah. Both leads able to find it early. Like many New Zealanders, Leanne calling the Gold Coast home, whether it's temporary or permanent. Listed as playing for Broadbeach, but if she's played in a development squad for New Zealand, that's pretty strong for.
Another great shot here if it gets there. Good effort anyway.
Yeah.
Very good bowls.
2 pretty good leads bowls.
Good morning from Kirk somewhere in Scotland. What's that?
To Terry Neil Turner, yeah, Kirkcaldy, County Fife in Scotland.
Yeah, welcome.
So 2 bowl triples here, 15 ends. Alison Hall, Trish, going deep in a couple of events.
Yeah, she's had a good tournament. She's had a good campaign. She's still going in the pairs. Yep. With Denise Hewender.
You have to be one of the favourites for the Vic medal.
Yep.
Leanne just sliding on past, not a bad spot.
No, always handy.
Nice bright sunshine out here today. A few clouds in the sky, but everything pretty good. For those of you sitting at home, if you want to jump onto Bowls Link, you'll be able to follow the live scoring of each and every other match.
We've got a few good ones on this green alongside us, actually,
we do.
especially in the men's. Well, the rest of them are men's. We've got Craig Mills's Rink with Nathan Black and Nelson Ball, and Pidge's Rink. I'm sure that'll be a great game.
Yep, lovely bowl from Jodie Fruend.
Yeah, great shot, Jodes.
Yeah, it must be hard, I reckon, for Nelson Ball to come in as a super sub and play against your own club
Yeah, I
mates,
was just looking
Yeah.
at that.
and vice versa. Obviously, Brett Marnie, Wayne Roberts on
Yeah.
opposing teams to Nelson Ball.
Yeah.
But it will be a high-quality affair. In any other day of the week, that game would be streamed. But,
Yep.
of course, we will stream the finals.
Very close. Great shot.
Great shot, Sam.
Awesome ball.
Well played.
And Craig Mills used to be our marquee player, actually, at Kew Heights. He used to
Yeah,
fly
right.
in from South Australia. Yeah,
did not
he was
know
my
that.
skipper for
Yeah.
a season.
Good player. Still skips for South Australia now.
Yes, he
Incredible
does.
player.
Good player, good person.
Looking at us right now.
Yep, just to hurt his name.
Give us
Gave
a
us
wave,
little wave.
Millsy.
Just shows you how far our voice
Can
can
hear.
carry. We've got to
Wow.
be very careful, don't we?
I know. Didn't realise it. We've got these headphones on.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
can't
realise how
hear it.
loud we're
That's
talking.
Big Easy says that Alison, it was a good move for her to go from Seymour to MCC, and good luck for the final.
Yeah, she's had she's won a lot of things. She's had a stellar time of late.
Yeah.
Sure has.
Very excited to be here. We've got the Sunbury men on the rink as well, on the green.
Yeah, they had
play
a very
against
good
the,
victory in their last match.
Yeah, they did. It was an awesome game. I think they played some people from Melton, and they had a good win. So, but they've got the Highton boys, two of which have just won the BPL Cup. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll be a great game.
Good games everywhere. If you happen to be somewhere near the Goulburn Valley or able to shoot off from work
Good
early,
shot here
We're
from
here all
Jodie.
day. Great shot,
down
Jodes.
and watch
Very
live some of the action.
Yeah.
Jodie Ferrand's played two great bowls there. Unfortunately, still doesn't have shot.
Yeah, we're here all day.
Just drawing, you draw to beat that orange ball in there.
Yep.
And inside the club, there's a Henselite stall, of course, proud partners of the Vic Open. Go in there and grab yourself a new set of wheels, a new set of bowls, new
Clothes.
bags, some clothes,
Whatever
chalk,
you need.
got everything.
They have got everything.
It's been great having them there, being able to just go and get whatever you need.
Absolutely.
It's so easy.
Wasn't quite sure whether Sammy had the trip. It's
My weight wasn't too
not
bad.
too bad. They do have a good bit of finish on this green. Holding one at the crossover. I'll call it the MCC, Rick. Of course, they're not all from MCC.
Gary Nelson is the super sub for the injured old man. Haven't put a bowl down since the Fitzroy game, but going to have a run tonight. Oh, that's good.
That is actually true. Gary Ball was the listed player in that
He
team.
was,
but
yeah.
you'll correct me if I'm wrong, Gaz. Is it a bit of gout or something that's held you out? Yeah, fingers crossed you can get back soon.
Yeah, because I think we'll be seeing him on Saturday.
Yeah, okay.
Yarra Footscray.
Pretty handy replacement though when you can sub Nelson Ball
Oh,
in your
absolutely,
team.
yeah.
Nelson didn't hesitate. He was straight in, was he? Don't blame him. Come in at the business end of the tournament. And
When you get told you're going to play with Nathan and Millsy, I think you'd know, but not many people would say no. So.
absolutely.
Yeah, you'd make it happen, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
He's up against a red-hot Alan Dove and Wayne Roberts, who've just made it through to the pairs final in their last match.
Yeah, they did, and they played an awesome game.
They did. No need to play the last couple of ends in that one. And that match will be the next match on, so some tired old boys tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we've still got 2 games after this, I think, roughly.
Yeah, we do. Both the
So-
men's and women's pairs finals.
Yeah, so we are here all day if anyone's around.
Yep. Come down and say good day. Ronda Armstrong just a touch shy with her first.
Get them both.
No, Marika, you can access it from your computer as well. So go to Google Bowls Link results and then click on Victoria, the Henselite Victorian Open, and then pick the discipline you're after, whether that's men's triples or whatever it may be, and you'll be able to find the match. Now the round of 16 stage of the men's triples. What can Ronda do with her last?
She's telling it to turn.
That is the wider hand, so
She's corrected her weight a little bit. Is it enough?
Needs to run.
Good track. Good effort.
Can I afford to tighten that up a bit now?
we had the one and only Steve Glasson jump into commentary earlier on today. A bit of a surprise
I didn't see
visit by
that.
one of the greatest this country's ever produced.
Absolutely.
Happened to be in the area.
He did, yeah, passing through for work on his way to Echuca. Thought he'd
Lovely.
just pop in and say good day, which was very pleasant. Very nice surprise. No change
Yep.
from that one from Allison.
So we're one back.
Two ends played, one shot to two. Both teams.
Be interesting to see if they change the length here.
Don't click on any links.
I reckon they'll go short.
Almost every time we happen to have a little peanut come in and try and peddle their wares for whatever they're trying to sell. We'll remove them as soon as we can. That's done now.
And they have. They've rolled a shorter length.
Yep.
Sure, Matt.
Now this team, as we mentioned, of Helen, Jodie and Rhonda has been sort of put together. How would they have decided who plays who plays where?
Yeah, that actually interested me because they must have had a chat about, because Jodes is definitely a back-end player. She played back-end when she played with Tris and I. So obviously a second is obviously a 3 pretty much in this discipline.
Format, yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting to see that she might not have jumped in the skips position. So I would love to know how they decided it. So
It's a good question.
Rhonda must, because Rhonda's actually, I didn't realise it was Smeaton. They must have changed their uniforms, but Smeaton's towards back where I'm from. We used to play them when I played in Ballarat. But she must go alright as a skip back home if she's up here skipping.
That Jack is in by an inch.
Oh, very close.
So fair enough that they
So a
called
great roll there.
the umpire out. Terry's made the coffee now settling in to watch the match. I'm sure these ladies will keep you entertained.
We'll try our best anyway. Not a bad adjustment for the length. It is tricky on this surface to go from a long end to a short end.
It's never wasted, is it, if
No.
a back bowl?
I said that in one of our games this morning.
A couple of people dressing up as bumblebees over behind.
Oh,
I'm
what's
assuming that's for the buzz.
That'll be for Buzz. He
Get the chalk out.
knows how to do fanfare, that's for
does,
sure.
yeah,
Chris
he
Burrell.
Knows how
He's
to
had
create a crowd.
a good time and actually played pretty well. We had him one rink over from the live stream this morning. Made a pretty good account of himself.
the buzz?
The Buzz.
I see he's got his own gear.
Yeah, get
yeah.
the chalk out.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So many people are wearing it too. It's a great
Yep.
brand.
Great correction there
Awesome
from Leanne.
correction.
Yeah, well played. This is hardly a complaint, but it is quite bright here. It's very difficult to see on the screen,
It
so
is.
It is.
bear with us if we do get the odd thing wrong. As I say, it's
Yeah,
hardly a
great
complaint.
response. She's probably lucky to sit something there, but she did a good job with it. So
Yep,
she made
well
one.
played, Helen. What's Sam Robinson's knee issue, Triss? Is that an
Yeah.
ongoing one or is that a new one?
It's ongoing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. She's got tape on her ankle as well.
Yeah, right.
She's all strapped up.
Yeah.
Does not affect the way she bowls,
Nope.
obviously.
Here we go.
I'm just thinking I might head past the Henselite stand and grab myself a knee brace and whatever else it is and strap my ankle and see if it works for me.
Completely understand the knee pain though. Gone, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a long tournament. It's a
It
lot of
is,
games,
it
a lot
is.
of bowls down.
Well, not for me. It was only 2 games. It was over pretty quick, actually. Chris.
We
the
worked
good
out the other
ones played a lot
night,
of games.
even if you don't get through, it's about 500 bowls
Yeah.
just
It is.
playing
Just
the sectionals.
Well, I had my first game back at night pennant last week, and before that I actually probably hadn't put a bowl down in 6 months. So playing singles the other day with, probably 80 bowls in each match
Yep,
was enough for me to be a bit sore the next day.
yep.
Yeah, 2 lovely bowls from
Great
Sam
Well
Robinson.
done,
Sam.
Scott Majon also uses a calf guard, does he? Saying Sam's getting on the bandwagon.
Oh, there you go.
Might have to jump on it.
Yeah, it obviously works.
Yeah, it does obviously work.
Yeah, Scruff, I think, had it this season started with that.
Great shot there from Jones.
Yeah, good shot, Jodie.
Awesome
Response,
second shot.
shot.
Of course, Sam and Alison won the state pairs last year, I think it was. The year before, they
Yeah.
went to nationals.
Yep. Very accomplished
Yeah.
bowlers. Unfortunately, it's my duty to report Lee Schreiner lost the first set 3-10. His
Oh,
quest for a world champion or champions title.
2-all in the second. Ooh,
Yep, so fingers crossed.
they're doing us proud, us, they're Aussies.
They sure are.
Carla's going awesome, as she always does.
absolutely.
Only taken a few ends for the ladies to forget to stand a line wider than the centre line. See if we can remind them in due course. And we do have to consider it is a final. They've got
Yeah.
bigger things on their minds, so we won't
There
bother
we
them
go,
too
bit
much.
of a move. Great effort
Good shot there from Al.
Has it changed anything?
Under Armstrong just a touch shy.
Give me a foot out there that counts.
It's been short with her first bowl on each of the 3 ends so far.
Yeah.
Either draw around or change your hand.
Should be trying to correct with her second.
Yeah, you're only a foot short.
Very clear instructions from Sam, which is good.
So you're from there to here, 4 foot.
Well played, mate.
She's calling for Alison to just land Jodie's orange bowl, pink bowl, tequila bowl, whatever.
Alison says I don't like it almost as soon as it comes out of the hand.
In
Not
the area
bad.
though.
Yeah,
Not bad.
I'd be pretty happy if I could do bowls and not like them, and they
And they still ended up,
End up like
within,
that.
within 2 feet.
Within a mat, yeah.
Paddy Waldo says good afternoon, Tris.
Yes, good afternoon, Patricia Kay. I hope you're well.
Simon asked if these ladies play in the stateside. So Jones plays with us. Us as in Tris and I. We played together this year against Tassie in New South Wales.
At Coringal and Moama.
Coringal and Moama, yeah. And then we had Kylie Whitehead come back in for nationals, and unfortunately Jodie didn't participate in the nationals, but she did a mighty job while she was with us this year. The other ladies, Tris might know a bit more about their past, but they're not current state players, I don't believe.
No,
They may as well be with some of the bowls that they're putting down.
absolutely, absolutely.
Either side of him.
And as I mentioned earlier, Leanne's been in the national development squad
Absolutely.
for NZ.
Hurry down, mate. Hurry.
It's probably also worth mentioning Jodie Fruend has really only been bowling for about 4 years. So
I know.
it's
quite
amazing
incredible,
what
isn't
she's
it?
been able to do. Her son, Ethan,
Also
The
an
same.
amazing bowler.
current
Did it,
state pairs title holder.
Yeah, played a bit of under 18 when he just came to the scene. I played
Yep.
under 18s with him, and we both sort of went out at the same time.
Very nice man.
Lovely kid. I say kid, he's definitely a man. He's a man now.
Penny Thomas, the men's pairs final will be after this, and then the women's pairs final will be after that. So if I gave you the time of 4 o'clock and 6:30, 6:45, that'll be roughly correct. Just depends on the finish time and everything else.
Great starter there from Leanne.
She's very steady. She was steady against us, that's
Yep.
for sure.
T-Bud just reminding us Alison Hall is in the over 60s team, who of course were victorious.
That's right.
Well,
At
she
the
is
Nationals this year,
too.
they did not drop a match.
Yeah.
Incredible effort from a relatively new team. Some 7 or 8 changes from the previous
Yeah,
time.
and they played unbelievable.
Yeah, they did.
The men and the women.
Yeah, the men
got up.
only dropped 1 match on their way to the title as well. So Victoria
What a success that was.
dominating at over 60 level.
Great shot
Yeah.
there. 2 good bowls.
Of course, Alison's in there with Denise Hewender, also from MCC. And Denise is actually playing on the other green at the moment, playing the singles against Nix McKenzie.
Oh, okay.
That'd be a good match.
Be a great game.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see some of the scores. We're down to the last 16. Both my lovely triples partners are playing in the last 16, not against each other, thank goodness.
Yep.
So I might be able to watch some of them next.
Nice bowling
Great
here
shot
from
there
Helen.
from Helen. Awesome bowl.
Yeah, Sarah Rogers playing as well
Yes,
in there.
Sarah's in there.
So if you want to follow along those scores, jump onto Bowls Link. You'll be able to get the live score updates. As Brendan Elliott says, good afternoon, Tony, Sophie and Triss. Good
Hello.
afternoon, Brendan.
Yeah, get the tea.
Definitely cools down when it gets a bit overcast.
True. Sammy Robinson with a little touch up. Great effort.
What do you change now? Go there, shot, beat him to
There
it.
you go. Someone's giving you some advice. Get on the Revitive machine, whatever that is, after bowls. Being
Yeah,
sore.
good idea.
I see a lot of those portable massage guns going around.
We had
Well-
Ali Forsyth with one at the BPL a couple of weeks ago, and everyone wondered what he was doing, but he had it on his foot.
I remember the number of bowls, and I don't remember the number, but I remember him commenting on the number of bowls he put down in a 10-day period. It was BPL into, state championships, independent or whatever it was. It was just astronomical. So someone of that level plays that often. We'll need it sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It does remind me, I've had a couple of conversations with people about whether or not we should have a masseur here that goes around and people can, buy whatever it is, $20 for 15 minutes and towards the
actually not a
back
bad
end of
idea.
tournaments.
Yeah, I think they did one year at the Oz Open. They did have that in the marquee.
It's a very good idea. It does happen at several sporting events.
I actually went down and had a massage yesterday morning. It was great, and I recommended it to a few people, and then they brought the cards back and handed them out
Yeah, okay.
for the business. So,
Jodie Fruend.
Awesome
Wow.
shot. Just the one down. Awesome shot, good effort. Just landed it too far through.
You're not in trouble or anything. No, I wouldn't have thought so. Thank you.
I don't know if the viewers can hear the banter
I think
between
you
the
can.
players.
The effects mics here are very good, I tell you. So let that be a lesson to anybody who's playing anywhere near the effects mics. You can hear everything.
We can hear everything. Well, obviously they can hear us too, because Millsy's about 3 weeks in
Yeah,
and he
true.
still heard what we were saying about him before.
I'm a bit nervous about that now. Be
Yeah.
careful about what I say.
That's it, we were nice. I'll tell him that we were nice.
Yeah.
Sam's just indicating they're actually one down. So Jodie must have got shot out of that.
Okay.
Doesn't look
It's
like
very
it.
deceiving from here.
Yeah, from here you'd put a fair chunk of money on it that it's Sam Robinson's bowl at shot.
Go a bit more direct. You go bigger, you kill it. You got to play on the tee.
Quite the trip there.
Good
Chris
starter.
Ward says Leanne Poulson was his fill-in mixed pairs partner. We were going well until we ran into Blake Nair and he drove us off the green. So Blake has a habit of doing that. And he's
Yeah.
done that to many people. So you're not on your own there, Wardy, but not a bad fill-in player too.
Anyway, Dan.
I'm sure she would have been rapt to have been playing with you. This is M4. Rhonda's been short with her first bowl on the first 3 ends. Let's see how she goes with this one. It's not short.
Definitely not short.
No, it's a nice bowl.
Good shot.
Oh,
Oh,
just gets the wrong side of a great effort.
yeah, just tip it in.
I still reckon we're down.
Okay.
You're a metre to the jack. Right. 1 metre to the jack.
There'd be someone. 2 metres, mate.
Alison Hall will be looking for a little touch on the jack, or sitting on Jodie Fruend's bowl.
Where it's coming from. Probably nearly need to change, mate.
She's got it. Great shot.
Lovely bowl. Sits it out 1 roll.
Makes 2,
Which means
maybe 3.
Phil Means says Schreiner's down 5-2 in the second. Come on, Leroy.
I'm short again.
It's not a bad
Just
effort. It's
hanging
just
on
going to
it.
slide
Good
on
effort.
by. Presume this is 2.
Yep.
Take the 2 out and have a look to make sure.
Gonna take it?
Yep.
Oh, between the front. Okay.
Yep. I thought we probably got enough. Yep, not enough. Stay there, make it through the court.
2 it is.
All right, so 4 shots to 2 now. It's the lead for Leanne Poulson, Sam Robinson and Alison Hall in this women's triples final. The 2022 Victorian Open, brought to you by Henselite.
Got to get down and be, I reckon. Throw the jack. See that? Yeah.
Phillips joined us from Silverdale. My beautiful daughter has just put a
That's
message
sweet,
of miss
isn't it?
you. She is a star.
Go down to the tee, mate. 2 feet past.
It's interesting. It's a little bit longer. I'm going a little bit longer this end. Was that? I wasn't watching. Was that deliberate, or did the jack just? Don't know.
I think so, because it's almost into the wind, if anything, that way. So
Yeah, they might be making sure that no one gets too comfortable at a certain length. Keep mixing it up. They'll have a strategy. I know that much. They'll have a game plan.
it is always interesting to me whether somebody is controlling the length of the end and they're still winning, so therefore they keep it the same, or mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
What's your preference, Triss?
I tend to keep it the same, really. If you're winning, but there is that school of thought that says change it before they get too comfortable.
Exactly.
You know? So 6 in one, half a dozen in the other, really. What about you? What do you think?
I would tend to sit with it.
Yeah.
I would think if I'm good enough to win each end, I would stick with. But I do see the other point of view as well. Thankfully, I've never had that problem. I don't tend to win enough ends in a row. So.
Philip's just asking how Carla went. I haven't got the update for Carla, actually.
My guess would be that she's winning.
Yeah,
Just
she was
'cause
sitting
that's
on
how she
top,
goes.
wasn't she? So,
She played
Has a habit of
unbelievable.
winning, doesn't she?
Some of the scores we were seeing were absolutely crazy.
yeah.
Anybody does know that score, please put it in the chat for us. That is, of course, from the World Champion of Champions. Played over in New Zealand. Helen just missing with her first two. There's little gusts of wind every now and again, which are perhaps troubling the odd bowl here and there.
It's swirling a bit too, by the look of it. It's not it's not constant, as you say, gusts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what you say to me?
Yeah, the high line, get away from that. Good, mate. Good.
So Carla won 13, looks like, and 8 all in the second set.
There we go.
Thanks for the update, John.
So well played, Carla.
Good shot from Jodie.
Yep. Bang online.
Come on, mate. All you got. All you got. Inside the blue. Go roll on ours, mate.
Yeah, Rex, we will. We just sort of don't want to interfere to something Rex was just saying. Can the ladies be reminded about the camera? It's a tricky one in a final. You don't want to impose on them too much, but we will.
Yeah, we'll see if we can flag Lorraine Dowson on the way past
Yeah.
and get her to do it in a way that doesn't put them off their game at all. Yeah, 13-3 in the first set for Carla and then 8 all, so obviously that's good enough to get through.
Load it well here, Hank. Come on. It'll keep coming. It'll come. Yeah, good shot. Well played.
So that looks like 1 to Rhonda's Rink at this stage.
Yeah, with Joe's ball there.
Yep,
Probably one of their looser ends so far. Also the change of length.
yep.
It is one of the tough things about live streaming. People that don't necessarily get live streamed that often, they tend to forget about the cameras, whereas you see Karen Murphy or Aaron Sheriff or whatever at national level that gets live streamed at most events they're in, they tend to be very aware of the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
One, mate.
First part looks good.
All right, Chrissy. Hank,
Needs to run the journey.
hold that line.
Yeah, a bit of a loose end, this one.
Hold that line. Come on. Oh, mate. Got a foot. Again, mate. Good roll, bud. Real good. Line's free.
Good shot here, Rhonda.
Awesome ball.
Yep.
You need another meter.
There we go. Can hear the instruction from Sam Robinson. You need another metre.
Speed here, bud. Put him out, bud.
Ellison just remarking she's fallen over as she's delivered it. She commentates herself, actually.
She does,
Not-
yeah.
Not sure we're required.
No. Give her the mic.
So Rhonda very good with her first bowl this time. Let's see if she can add another one in.
Yep.
Come on. What you got? Well played, GP.
Bowl in 2.
Close as you can. Go puzzle.
It's not bad, is it?
Pretty good.
Needs to run.
Not quite.
Added a fraction.
Yeah, I think that's
I
gonna
think
be
that's
enough.
probably done enough for 3.
It is.
3. Yep. Good pick up.
Well played,
Yep.
Rhonda.
Now that was interesting because they changed the length.
Yeah, exactly right.
You know what I
They
mean?
Maybe should have stuck with it.
Good to see a fair crowd here still
It is,
this end of the
yeah. I
tournament.
think the weather definitely helps.
Yeah.
It was a
Absolutely.
bit quiet on the colder days, but it's a lovely venue here. They've got nice food, lovely bar, and lots of quality bowls to be watched. So I think that's a good reason.
Far in front, mate.
Salad rolls are terrific in
Oh.
there if anybody.
The hamburgers are amazing.
I haven't had a hamburger yet, so
Wow.
I tend
Pidge
to-
was raving about the hamburgers.
They're unbelievably
well,
good.
I tend to even look at a hamburger and I gain 2 kilos. So don't need any help in that department.
Go on the area.
Beat that, mate.
Right, yeah.
Helen's first bowl. Not a bad home.
Yeah, finish in a good spot.
Just get it in the valley. Good.
Justin just saying the girls have not been too bad. They haven't really. They haven't been standing in
Yeah.
front of the camera
No,
too
they're
much.
not. No, just like
Yeah.
when they're looking at the head and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously have to get up and close to do. So they seem to be doing all right.
Hmm.
Maybe Ronda a little bit now, but there's not too many bowls to be blocked.
We have got Jimmy getting a message through to them. So,
Cool.
Kirsty, you can jump onto Bowls Link and you'll be able to see all of the other scores. We are live scoring each of the matches from here on in. We'll happily tell you whichever ones we can. And I can tell you Nelson Ball, Nathan Black and Craig Mills are now up 8-5 over Ellen Dove, Wayne Roberts and Brett Marnie. Have to work out who is which side of the scoreboard with Daniel Woodrow's Rink. It's 2-5, but it's not really helpful unless you know who's who, is it? And the Highton v Sunbury match is 7 shots to 5, but again, not 100% sure of who's who.
Fingers crossed at Sunbury. Go Sunbury.
Cheering for your club mates.
Love them. They're doing an amazing job. We're thinking Tony might get a promotion. He's been playing. He's just about to put in a great bowl. Right as I speak about
There
him.
we
What
go,
a shot.
resting toucher. It's,
He turned around in the last game and he joked. He said, "Not bad for a Division 6 bowler." And we all laughed. He's a funny man. He's been playing awesome.
yep.
So fingers crossed that's the Sunbury Rink. And then John O'Donnell started on the last one, but it says 6-0 after 0. And I'm sure I saw him turn that scoreboard back to 0-0 at the start. So I'm not really sure what the go is there, but
Yeah, I can
we'll
tell you
soon
there was a
see.
6-shot penalty awarded against. So that's the reason
Really?
for 6-0
Oh, okay.
after 0.
Okay, there you
What
go.
was that for? Oh, okay.
Doing something you shouldn't do.
Rightio.
Okay.
Well, that would
Direction
explain.
here, Leanne Poulson right on.
Yeah, great shot.
Unfortunately,
little
Vinny and J-Boy aren't near. They are actually on the very next rink, but it's on the next green and we're blocked
Yeah,
by grandstands.
We really can't see
Looks
it.
like 2-4 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you can probably see. I
Can't
can't
tell
see
you
the
which one's
flag.
which. Jodie Fruend with a
Gee,
lovely
she's been
effort.
close with both of those
She
bowls.
has.
She's been very good.
Those tequila bowls getting really close. I can't believe that's the name of them. Tequila.
Yeah. I knew there was something funny with it because I've streamed Jodie's matches previously.
Yeah.
And I was calling them orange and she was sort of joking. I said, no, they're pink, but they look orange. And then she told me the actual name is tequila. So I
There you go. Wonder
couldn't
if I have
recall
like
what it was, but
a little margarita thing.
Yeah,
The logo. I
what
don't
the
know what
logo
her
is.
will
is.
do. Sam Robinson with a great
Gotta
track,
run,
but
gotta
just
run, gotta run.
touch short.
Could be.
Tried to.
Woody's triple score. They're just adjusting the board now as we speak. So,
So
it
Lorraine is in. Sorry.
4-5, and Woody has the mat, so he is the 4. So Daniel Woodrow's Rink, which is made of a couple of Lilydale players, and Woody is on the left-hand side of the scoreboard, 4-5 down, but early days. Sorry, Tris, you were going to say?
I was just going to say Lorraine just indicated that Sam's last bowl is actually in the count.
right.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, it's 2.
Yeah.
From here it does, but yeah, she just probably need that little a few more inches to make it sure. Rhonda's not
Rhonda
happy
turns her
with
back
that
on
one.
this, and
Oh.
she's shouting the bar later on.
Oops.
Yeah. Oopsie daisy.
A bit short.
Jodie
Yeah.
having a bit of fun.
Think she needs to put $2 in the tin.
She's an absolute cracker, Jodie. I
She's
reckon
funny.
she'd be a fun teammate.
She
fun
was
club
She's
mate.
so good.
She was
I've
awesome,
roomed with her as
really.
well. She's so
Yeah.
good to just hang out with.
One of the best.
Yep.
And a very good player.
And yeah, exactly right to back it up. Oh, awesome weight.
Ball's weight,
Wow.
spot on, isn't it? Lee Schreiner down 3-6 going into the last end.
Wow, okay, needs to pull something out here. Right, how's her second one? Bit narrow, but the weight was awesome too. Yeah, good effort.
See, I like what Jodie did then too, right? If someone has a wrong bias or mucks something up, you know, make a bit of a
Just
joke
make a
about
joke,
it.
yeah. Change the topic.
Yep,
No use going crook at them. That's not going to help
that's
anybody.
exactly
And
right.
we're completely early days. If it was critical, I
Yeah.
understand the frustration, but you know, we're 5 ends in. Third of the way through. Great effort here. Ooh, actually, great bowl. Very, very good shot. Might have been 1 in, 1 out. 3, nope, kept
3.
Sam's in. Good shot. Risky, but good.
Yeah, I like that. Very positive. Not being shy when you're holding.
Yeah, exactly right. Good sign of confidence.
All right, they're going back to short. They're going to put the mat back.
So they now hit the lead, 7 shots to 5.
Alright.
They, of course, being Leanne Poulson, Sam Robertson and Alison Hall. They have a 2-shot margin over Helen Brache, Jodie Fruend and Rhonda Armstrong. In the 2022 Ladies Triples Final. Penny Thomas, which particular game are you after? And we'll have a check from this end to make sure it is working.
I will say the sun is lovely, but the breeze has got some chill to it.
Yeah.
So the only thing keeping it mild is that chilly breeze.
Nice low delivery from Leanne Poulson.
Yeah. Very smooth. It's going to run through. A little too smooth.
Yep, easy to do. This is a very short end, not far over minimum length.
It'll be very close to minimum. Oh, pitch on the neck. Oh, pitch, stiff result.
Halves a
Take
jack.
the one. Yep.
Looks up to the heavens. It's just to say, how did that happen?
Seems to be a bit trickier going this way for the girls. They're coming back. They,
Yeah, is it into the wind that does that, Tris? Or?
yeah, I think so. It's always. I think it's always easier with a tailwind than a headwind.
Lovey. Nice, mate. Well done. Good.
Yeah, Jay, it's a good question. There's a number of players, as we see a lovely bowl coming here from Sam
Yeah,
Robertson.
Great shot.
A number of players who are deep in events, so we have had to adjust the draw from what is scheduled on Bowls Link a couple of times. So what we're playing now is the women's triples final. After that, we'll have an opportunity to square up some women's matches while we play the men's pairs final. And then the women's pairs final will be played at around 6:30 this evening.
I've just
So
got
there are-
someone. Sorry, I've just got someone asking for the Davies score. Jared Davies is playing Ben Winter's ring, and Ben Winter, Blake Nan, and Nick McIntyre, and I think that'd be a cracker of a game. So I've just got someone asking for the score. I don't know if we've got a live score for that one.
Just checking with Jimmy
Pretty good
Whitehead
bowl
about
here
the
from
live
Sam.
scoring.
Yep,
Two
you can
very
chase
good
that.
bowls.
Great shot.
Little touch on the jack. See that one covered in chalk.
Not far away, just needs to swing.
Just holding a bit, I think, there for them.
Good effort, weight was superb.
That was certainly the wider hand this morning. So
Go on, Hank. Good. Very good, mate. Very good. Yeah. Good.
It's hard to tell sitting on the side, isn't it?
It's very hard
Yeah.
to tell. Very deceiving.
So Penny, Jimmy Whitehead is doing the live scoring. He's just put it in for the singles. So you should see some women's singles, and he's going to get on to the remaining matches very shortly. Just got a couple of things on. We are a couple of people down at the minute, so we are perhaps a little under the pump, but we will get there as soon as we can. Alison Hall has an interesting delivery from me. She shapes as though she's going to drive at everything, but it's
She's got a big backswing.
quite a nice draw shot.
And
yeah.
a big step.
Yeah,
Big
big
backswing.
backswing, big step, and then a short little
Great
abbreviated
shot. And look at
follow-through.
that.
Yeah, I was going to say credit to her that she can have such good weight control with an action
Exactly.
like that.
Now I'm going to watch the replay and do the exact same thing as her when I see that sort of result. I've got this game figured out. You need a Sam Robertson knee brace and ankle strapped, an Alison Hall delivery, and the game's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
She has great weight control and great touch for such a big swing.
Bit tight.
It's close. Oosh.
She got one out.
Yeah. And the girls are wearing that blue shirt that you can see them wearing is the P-Bus shirt, which is a training squad she has
I was
with
just
Lockie
saying,
Ty.
yeah. I was trying to read what the logo was, but I couldn't at the start.
What does P-Bus stand
I knew you were
for?
going to say that.
Dare I ask?
We don't know the answer.
It's nothing to do with a water closet on a bus.
So performance bowls
Yeah.
under stress. No, that
Just
Understudy? Oh, I'm not sure.
bold, chilly wind. And we've got a bit overcast.
Yeah, we just lost the sun for a minute.
And I've heard that the green switches quite quickly when the sun's out away, so
Okay.
it'll be interesting to see. I don't think it'll affect it too much at all, but
Ronda
sometimes
asking
it
this one
does.
to
This is
get
a
left.
Tough shot.
Ooh,
Oh.
very good effort. I didn't realise she was on the other hand. I thought she might have been.
Won't
line.
change the result, but it'll still be 2 shots to
Yep.
the rink of Alison Hall.
Your sun's back out. That's lovely. Much better. Much better.
Quite like your son, don't you,
I
Soph?
do. I do.
We haven't seen enough of it this week.
No, no. I got away from
Yeah,
Ballarat
true.
just to get worse weather, so
Well, today's very good, tomorrow's even better.
can't wait.
Thank you, Bondi. Very kind of you. We are very fortunate to be joined by Sophie Kersman and Tris Dorlan, doing a stellar job.
Cheers, Bonnie.
Players, good
I'm just
people, good commentators.
We try our
Good job,
best. We try our best.
Yeah. So you were saying, Soph, these ladies are in your region. Have you played against them in the region stuff?
No, I was saying that Rhonda is from Smeaton. So we used to, when I played back home in Ballarat, we actually played against Smeaton. But I don't think I ever had much to do with Rhonda.
Okay.
And if I did, I might not remember it just because I was that bit younger all my years in Ballarat before I moved to Metro. So, but yeah, no, Smeaton's a lovely little club. It's like in a little sort of nowhere town, but they've got some nice greens there and a really lovely clubhouse. So
Nice part of the world.
yeah,
Helen Mazzini down that
countryside.
way, although
Yeah,
I fear she might bowl for somebody else now other than Smeaton, but lives in the Smeaton area.
yeah.
2 not bad leads bowls in behind the jack, nothing wrong with that. But this was the team that knocked you out, unfortunately, Soph.
Yes, they played. We played at Shep East yesterday morning, and myself, I played with 2 amazing ladies from South Australia. I played with Kath Greenslade and Katrina Green, both state players for South Australia. So
Yes.
was very fortunate. And we played there, won a good game in the morning, and we switched from their sort of slower carpet to this, which was absolutely flying. We were going the other way, not the way we're currently going. And it was flying, and they just adjusted that little bit better, and yeah, just had better bowls in the end. So
Nice
can't-
Rick to be a part of with
yeah.
Kath Greenslade.
Oh, yeah,
She's an
absolutely.
absolute star.
She is awesome, and I've told them they kept telling me, they're like, we'd understand if you'd say no to us next year, because then I was like, absolutely not. I said it was an honour to play with such amazing players.
I hope you get that chance again as Helen comes in with a nice
Yeah, awesome bowl.
lead bowl there. That'll be shot.
Anything Jack High is remotely good, so awesome start.
What
But,
Sam got? He's sticking to that hand. It's
yeah.
good.
you know, I was very blessed. So those two ladies are still currently playing in singles in the last 16, as they should be, because they're awesome. And
They played pairs together as well, didn't they?
they did, yeah, and they just got pipped in the last 16, I think,
Yeah.
or quarters. But yeah, no, Jodes, Rinky and Rhonda and Helen, they played awesome last night and just pipped us out. So
That's bowls, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely.
It is. It's good to see a strong contingent coming over from South Australia.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
always happy to have them come over.
always.
Well, Millsy and Nathan were saying they've got it because they drove over.
They did drive over
And
together.
they've got a pennant game on Friday night.
do have a
so
pennant game.
Yeah, right.
If they have to play tomorrow, it could be a challenge.
They have already missed one pennant game while they've been here, and they
Yeah.
had to get the live scores, but their team got over the line. So, and once you know, I was very blessed. I got to play with Nathan
Yeah.
mixed pairs, so we're usually versing each other state versus state. But it was awesome to join powers with him, and we did quite well actually. So made it to the last 16 as well, and just got pipped by one shot. So no, it's awesome to see them all come over for such a really good tournament.
Great effort
Awesome
by
effort
Sam
from
Robinson.
Sam, yeah.
Yeah, two really good bowls from Sam there. Though, are they 2 down? Do they have second shot? Kind of like to get second
I reckon.
and then poke.
Yeah, they're probably. Yeah, I think they're still 2 down. I can't see where the green one is. Oh, I think. Oh, that definitely changes it.
Yep.
Yeah, 2.
Oh, thanks, Steve. He said he's really enjoying the commentary team. Does this mean we might get another gig?
Thanks, Steve.
I'm sure you will.
Jay's asking if it's just the bottom half of the singles draw being played. I think it's all of them being played. Is that not? The last
Yeah.
16? I think there's 8 games of singles, or is
Yeah.
there not quite?
The only query on that is whether somebody is involved in this that's in singles. The
Yeah,
only reason
actually,
we
no,
would stop
you're
it.
right. I
but
have a feeling Alison might be. I'm not too sure. Actually, I don't think there's enough for 8 rinks
yeah,
under
Alison
the cover.
Hall is
And-
playing Ann Miles, so
Yep.
that one will be held off. Sam Robinson's
Sam's going
also
to,
still
yep.
involved.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say there's not
Yep.
8 rinks they can have under there, so there's obviously.
But everything
game
else
being
would be
played.
on. Sorry if I missed that message earlier, Jay. My apologies.
Like you said, Alison would have to be looking for a good chance at the Vic medal.
Oh, absolutely. She's
Yeah,
come so far
trips,
in a lot of
singles.
things.
Great tournament so far.
Yeah.
So Rhonda holding 2. She's trying to sit the Leanne Poulson bowl out. Chris, is
Yeah,
that
I
the shot?
reckon.
Yeah, I think so. It's a positive draw up on the forehand, I would have thought. What do I know? She's going backhand, I think.
I can't actually see the jack. But
It's hard to tell, isn't it, from this angle?
yeah, I don't know where the jack is. I'm trying to look on the screen and then.
Just a little short with that one.
These are so important to add. Like, you know, she needs to really add with the next one, doesn't she? If
That's
it
what
remains
makes
the
the
same.
difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it
I
is.
can see the jack. I didn't think I could. There it is.
Jan Moore's watching from Pakenham. Great
Pakenham.
game, it certainly is. Women's triples final for the Henselite Victorian Open.
This looks
To
close.
hurry.
She's
What a
drawn the
shot.
absolute.
What a
does.
shot. Awesome bowl.
Played from 2 down to 1 up.
Yeah.
Alison Hall showing the reason why she goes deep in most
Exactly.
events she plays.
Rhonda might not be a fan of her first bowl. It could just be in the line, depending on what weight she plays.
I said follow that one down.
Okay, Jode's calling her on that hand. Probably a good decision.
Yeah, really just follow Alison's last bowl.
Yeah.
Really.
How's the trash? Telling it to
Jodie,
hang.
Jodie's
Oh, it's
asking
just
for it to
gonna
hang
duck.
out.
Just gonna duck, but a very good effort. The weight was awesome.
Very good effort.
Just the one.
Drop!
Makes it 10-5 after 8.
Just over the halfway mark.
Yeah.
Jay, which score are you after, my friend? Because there are some in there. For example, Cass Millerick is up 10-6 over Susan Howes. which is on the live score within Bowls Link.
Oh,
There won't be any on the first two matches because they're the two matches that are being played out here.
Susan's the one that got me in the singles. So there you go. It's good to see that she's gone far with it.
Yeah, no,
Who was
she's a
that?
very good player. Susan Howes.
Yeah, she's going to
from
play Cass.
Yeah,
Bendigo?
so she's 6'10" down.
Katrina Green has already won her match
Oh.
21-7, so that was a very fast result.
Go Cat.
Nicole McKenzie. My iPad's having a few conniptions in the heat. I know that sounds funny, it's not that hot, but it's sitting in the sun. Nicole McKenzie's up 12-6 over Nice Uenda.
Sarah?
Catherine Greenslade, or Kath Greenslade, I can't call her Catherine. She's up 10-7 over Sarah Roger.
Close game.
What have we got? Annika McGill, 19-2 over Go Engbritson. So that's a big result. Annika's a very good player though.
Yeah.
Samantha Atkinson is up 16-4 over Helen Smith. So those results are all in there, Jay. So have a look.
Great start.
Maybe just refresh if you're on a computer, maybe. But
Awesome start, Leanne.
and unfortunately, Lee Schreiner lost the second set,
darn.
7-5. So
Are these knockouts or?
I think they are at this stage of the
okay.
tournament. Unfortunately, sectional play to work out who goes into which bit of the knockout. So
Darn.
don't quote me 100% because it has been a little while since I've been involved with international stuff. But so Jay, I think,
Wow, what a reply, Helen.
Jay, I think I covered all the scores that you needed. But let us know if there's anything else. Happy to help whenever we can.
Come on, Dovey.
If you're missing under, that's a
Shot
good
here,
shot.
Dovey. Great shot, mate. Brilliant. Well done, pal.
There, mate. Short pick. Short pick, the back one.
You're a good foot behind, mate. All you got. Pick your hand. Hurry. Back yourself. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Nice bowl from Leanne Poulson.
Good. Yeah, good.
Sure if it
Yeah, two good bowls.
gets to shot. It's hard to tell from here. Yeah, Lee lost the semi-final, so
Oh, darn.
could
Bad luck.
mean into the bronze medal playoff.
Yeah, great effort.
Keep your weight, tighten up.
Can still draw it there the way yours are turning.
That black bowl's that far.
Just a touch short there from Helen.
That New Zealander.
Trying hard here, Hank. Clear road. Hank. Good shot here, mate. What a great effort. Good.
I reckon I've heard Pidge say, good shot here, mate, great effort, in that exact order 100 times in the last little while.
Pidge has always got his own little sayings. so
He is,
he'll
he's up and
just
about and
repeat 'em.
positive. I like, he's a good fella.
He's a great man.
I've watched a bit of him play recently. I was fortunate enough to be up at Queensland to see them win their national title recently.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good fun.
He'd
We
been playing
went out
well
for
all
dinner
week, so
afterwards.
it was
Yeah.
He
probably
did, didn't he?
Yeah, and it meant a bit to him. He was very keen to get a championship
yeah.
alongside Winnie.
And we played that. We all came home from nationals, and he was still up there for the extra couple of days.
Yep.
He had to play that, and he played unbelievable all series.
Yeah,
so
he did.
it was probably wasn't strange that he ended up winning.
Yep.
Yeah.
A nice guy.
Lovely man.
He's doing a lot of running over there too.
He is, yeah.
Up and down. He only just scoffed down a hamburger before he started playing.
Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah,
Well pointed. Hank.
Well pointed. That's his other one.
yeah.
Scores in the Jared Davies game. We'll see if we can
Yes.
find them. Soph might have an in with someone over there watching close by.
Yes, I do. I'm just trying to have a look who I actually can see.
While you do that, I'll check if it's in the live
Yeah,
score.
that
So
might be a
that'll be in
better-
the men's
Might be easier.
triples. That'll be it's Nick McIntyre, Ben Winther and Blake Nan. So no live scoring on that one just yet, but Jimmy will get to it
Yeah.
in due course.
Too big for it. Yeah. Way too big.
Two handy bowls there from Sam. I know they're through, but they're handy where they are
They
behind.
really are.
Yeah.
I've got a couple close like that. Good effort, Jared.
She had perfect weight, didn't she?
Yeah,
Played
beautiful.
very well today.
Yeah, she's played well all week actually.
Yep, as has Sam Robinson, having a good battle.
Yeah.
Middle pin in these triples combinations.
like Soph said earlier, it's really like playing third, isn't it? You know, you can,
It is, yep.
you know, if your lead's on, you're just getting behind. You know, 2-3, I suppose the position is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 2-bowl triples can be brutal.
It can be.
If
Very
your
much
lead's
so.
not on.
It's like it's pennant with one less player, so
Yeah.
you know.
The Sunbury boys, we can see it's 8 shots apiece.
Yeah, they're having a tight one over there.
Yep.
Everybody can move off the...
Alison Hall just asking players to move so she can see the peg.
I think she aims for that usually because I've heard her ask that in a game somewhere else this week. So I think that must be what she aims for.
Now everybody moving at the same time, except Jodie Fruend. She's just trying to settle a few people down.
Oh, that lady just moved again. I think it was Helen just
Helen,
getting
yeah,
off the
just-
green. Yeah.
She probably thinks she's doing the right thing, but
She
unfortunately
probably
she's
does.
moving right in the midst of a backswing. So
Not far away.
Has it got the legs?
Gotta run. Gotta run. Great effort. Almost.
Yeah,
speed of this green getting up more and more, I think.
it is.
Mark Armstrong, Penn Lachlan, Brett Foley getting the better of Josh McQueen, Rodney Peterson and Johnny O'Donnell, 16-2. 8 all between the boys from Sunbury. And they're up against the boys from Highton, so they're having a cracking match. 5-7 is the score between Daniel Woodrow's Rink. So I'll wait for this ball.
Ooh, wiggle, wiggle.
Only got a slide.
So Jeff Peterson, CJ Sneer and Daniel Woodrow playing their match against Chris Johnson, Dane Gade and Cameron Bell. It's 5-7.
Hurry.
8 all between the SA boys and the Yarraville boys, and Nelson Ball obviously with the SA boys in that one.
Dovey.
Peach calling them in for a chat.
Good, mate.
Rhonda might have a little run at this.
He's a yard out. You got that for a second shot.
She's just,
Just come on to these now.
I was going to say, she's just the one down. She's just the one down. If she takes that jack back, she's at risk of being 3. So
Yeah, exactly.
if the bowl goes with it, it could be 4. So I think Jodes is right there and just saying sitting those bowls, try and turn Jodes once or twice.
Hurry on.
This is a good line.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got second.
Great try.
yeah, great attempt. Sort of the right idea. I think that was less risk than.
That was a very good call from
Yeah,
Jodie.
great.
Pretty much exactly played as she asked.
Yeah.
One more to Alison Hall. They now lead 11 shots to 5. So Dean Goodwin, how do I find the live scores on Bowls Link? Just Google Bowls Link results. First page you come to, you'll be able to click on Bowls Victoria, and click on the Henselite Victorian Open 2022, and then go into the respective discipline that you're after. And when you click on the match, you'll see a live scorecard come up to be able to see the results as they stand for each match. Just trying to get some scores put in for men's triples.
Good start, Leanne.
Great start, Leanne. Great job.
Yeah, mate.
I should have brought my sunnies outside, I'm starting to think.
Yeah, I know, mine are in my bag, and I don't have my bag with me.
Yeah, nice reply from
Yeah, great
Helen.
shot.
Well
2
played.
goals,
Yep.
pretty much even.
Yeah, I want to be measuring those. That'd be dead heat.
Nelson. Yeah, mate. As you see, need the hand. Nice, oh, buddy.
Oh, it was a big drive.
Quicker, I think, Leanne.
Lee Wesley with that bowling arm, he does some wicked things with that thing. He's just whacked a jack and it almost went over the bank.
Yeah, wow. There are smallish banks here, as in low
Yeah.
banks.
They are actually.
Weight was good again, bud. Yeah, I know.
Heavier this time.
The lovely Johnny Roberts just
Sneaking
come to
up.
watch over things.
Standing behind, making sure we're doing a good job.
It's his birthday today.
It is.
He turns
Oh,
33.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I thought it was 24.
No, 24 was last year. It's 33
Okay,
this year.
Cool.
One of the best
42.
ITOs in the business and does more work than just about any volunteer. Always involved, whether it's our disciplinary committee or officiating and laws committee or just about anything else.
Does an awesome job.
Does
Always
that at club
great
level
to,
as well.
to go and get advice from. He's got the answers.
President of his club. Always on the events scene, whether it's the Australian Open, the Vic Open, State Championships. Always volunteering his time.
How's Jodes going here? I think she's got a piece of the jack. No.
Oh, she wasn't far away.
Stiff not to sit something there.
Couldn't quite manage to bake him a cake this morning, but I did bring him in some wagon wheels just
Some
to
wagon wheels. Yeah,
see
good
if that'll
choice.
soothe it over.
Is that a favourite of his?
I didn't know. I took a guess, but he was quite happy to see them.
Okay, that's good then.
Of course, he's president of Bundoora Bowls Club.
He is. Yep.
That's all been announced, hasn't it? That that's going to be the...
It's one of the earmarked sites for
Yeah.
the State Bowl Centre. There's still many months of negotiation to go with government and so forth, and plenty of water to go under the bridge. But it's about time that we had a State Bowl Centre and somewhere for our elite athletes to train, somewhere for us to train
Yeah,
volunteers,
cool.
Fantastic.
somewhere where Bowls Victoria doesn't need to spend too much money on rent each year. So
Sounds good.
that's the plan. It is still a few years away, but
Yeah,
we've got to have a plan to move forward.
absolutely.
Great. Okay, so what's the situation here at the crossover?
One
I think
to blue, so one to Allison's
Okay,
Rink. I'm
so-
not sure. I assume it's.
Sammy Robinson's bowl,
Yeah.
is it?
presumably out the front. You think it's Leanne Poulson's?
I think it might be Leanne.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, no, you're probably
They're,
right.
Yeah.
they're pretty close.
I'm just looking at this one.
Doesn't matter, I suppose.
It'll be changed up between now and the time to measure.
Absolutely.
My call.
Likely with this bowl, 'cause she looks like she's got pretty good weight.
Get up, get up, get up.
It's to run.
Oh, great effort.
I think it's short of that on that side. Ideally, just hit the land. DJ, hurry up.
I fear Rhonda may have just
Bounce on yours, you're in.
added one in. Standing up on the running surface and rolled forward slightly and flopped in for second shot. Still a bit of room for both skippers with one bowl each.
Yes, Tony. Tony. Yeah, Tony.
Allison just missing her weight slightly and going through.
Did we find Jared's score at all?
Nothing yet. I have texted Jimmy to see if he can get it.
Okay. That'll
Allison,
be a
of
cracker
course.
of a game over there. Some great bowls, I reckon.
Yep. Allison may be trying to sit out the green bowl of Helen's for a few, but
Rhonda's played a
Rhonda.
bomb anyway.
She has.
Great shot.
there we go. I told you it wouldn't matter in the end.
Uno.
Great shot.
See if they can make two. It did just provide a little
Yeah,
touch
I
on
was
Leanne
gonna say,
Poulson as
she
well.
just gave
So
it that inch, which might have... Oh, Jade's going to measure, so yeah, might have just done that. Which would be probably a necessary end for them to get it back within that 4.
Nice, Dad.
Get a friend, you can add that. Back to the Jacks goal.
The lady she's playing is coming
One.
1. Okay.
worth a try.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to die wondering, do you?
Exactly. We are 2/3 of the way through this match. He's at 11-6. Favour of Alison Hall. So they undertake their quest for a Victorian Open title.
Just letting you know you can.
Don't worry about it turning. Twice. Come on. Giddy up.
Well done, Dan. Oh, you're the shot. There you go, that one. Come on, Nels. Good play here, mate.
Right, back to this 3/4 length. This will be interesting.
Brilliant, well done. Who else, Tommy?
There hasn't been as many drives from the
Where they come from?
Craig Mills, Brett Marnie, Rink that I thought there might have been. Been a bit reserved over there, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
It's been a tight game, so whether it's the heads that they're playing
Yeah.
or...
There were a couple earlier. I think they're settled now.
We know Mills, very good proponent of the drive.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Pitch the same, so
Yeah.
certainly a weapon in both their arsenals. Nelson Ball with two great
Yeah,
opening
great shot.
bowls there, one right on it and one about a 1.5 behind. Leanne Poulson, not a bad effort too.
I'll draw it, mate.
With that.
Correct.
Play a Howard down there, touch it for 3.
Okay. All right.
I can hear voices in the headphones, but I can't tell who's talking. when
Yeah.
I'm out there.
Yeah.
It
And I
is
don't know if
interesting.
they're. I don't know
I
if
think
everyone
it's
can
the
hear
rink.
it.
Yeah, I think it's the
at
rink
home.
next to Millsies. I'm not quite sure. The Lilydale boys.
Helen just correcting there.
Good guide for you, mate. Forehand, searching in there.
Two good bowls from Leanne.
Yeah, well played.
Yeah.
There's a lot more turn on that right-hander's backhand.
Yeah.
Okay. Good there.
What's Jade's going to do here?
So I would say that's not quite going to be wide enough.
Spot on, Tony. Not by much, though.
No.
The jack, get it to yours.
Just protecting that effects microphone from some of the wind so it doesn't interfere with the background noise. Well played, Brad.
Hank, give it a chance, Hank. Come on, Hank.
What's
Not
somebody
far
done
away
here?
here.
Just going to run through.
Back a metre from where you've been.
Oh, great effort on that Rink. Position bowl.
Yeah, Jodie learns
That's
from
a
her
great
first.
correction.
Yeah, well played.
Good shot.
What's Sam got here? It's close.
Yeah, just going to... Oh, good.
Just gets the wrong side.
Line again here, Tony.
Leanne Poulson's bowl. Looks to be one to Jodie Fruend at the crossover. Keen on playing the Vic Open? Head to vicopen.com.au. Get your entries in for the 2023 instalment. We have a quick turnaround this year. We've been in the November time slot for quite some time here in the Golden Valley, but we're off to Gippsland for March 2023.
Yeah, something different.
There's a discount, isn't there, for early entries as well?
There is a discount, and there's also your chance for every entry. You get 2 entries into a draw to win a cruise for 2, Triss. Cruise for 2 valued at $10,000 down the Mekong River in Vietnam. As if it wasn't enough incentive alone just to come and play in the second biggest tournament in the country. Just another little sweetener.
There's an increase in prize money too, isn't there?
There's at least a double of prize money. So it is all happening as we head down to Traralgon, Morwell, and all of the other clubs in the surrounding areas.
I just fell short there. See what Elle's got.
Probably looks nicer there. 2 feet past GP, your shot.
That one came out nice and smooth.
Not far away.
She's close for the jack. Just missed.
Good effort.
Just keep going. This one may have gotten even a little quicker. Gussie McIsaac over there, an interested onlooker. Some of his year up for Footscray teammates.
Yes.
Sorry, mate.
Feet wobble.
Down this time, buddy.
She really didn't want movement, I don't think.
Yeah, a little halve back to Jodie would have been
Yeah.
okay, but not really any better. So Alison Hall with one bowl to come.
Alison's got her Yarra region hat on. Good to see.
Played Alison Hall, takes out the Jodie Fruend bowl. Is it enough to wrestle shot back? I would think it is. That's one.
She could have actually made a couple.
Big effort here. This is important.
Certainly is. Well played.
Run, 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 run. Yep,
They've taken one bowl out. That'll be 2.
And they will come around to the front bowl, I'd imagine.
Yep.
It is 3, so great bowl from Alison Hall.
4-shot turnaround.
Yep.
Crazy.
We are on to N12, and this one is starting to get away. Of course, 6 shots worth for each end. We have 4 ends remaining, so certainly still possible. iPad said the iPad needs to cool down. Fine, I'll throw it in some water then. It's really not that hot here, but iPad sitting in the sun generally does not go too well. Sonia King says go Alison, Sam and Leanne. Well, they are doing that very well at this stage. You can see.
Just got an update. Carla won her semi-final.
Boom.
So she's a grand finalist. That's awesome.
So she'll be playing for gold and silver, guaranteed a medal. Leroy will be playing for bronze. He'll have a battle for bronze.
She's an absolute legend.
She is She's a multiple world champion, multiple Commonwealth Games gold medalist,
Yeah,
and one of the nicest people you'll ever meet that I don't think has ever changed.
never.
I've actually got half an idea that they don't play for bronze in that event, and that both semi-finalists are awarded bronze.
Equal bronze.
Oh, right.
So I may be wrong. I'm not 100% convinced, but Leroy will either be playing for bronze or awarded bronze, regardless. Leroy does not lose too many singles matches.
No, not at all.
iPad's still needing to cool down, so apologies.
Great shots,
Great
Leanne.
shot, Leanne.
Chalk and you got it.
Awesome bowl.
Yeah, Carla's just a hell of a nice person, isn't she?
She's
She's
just
over there
amazing.
playing world championships, and she's still checking in on how everyone's going
She did.
here.
She
And
messaged me when
Same.
we first. When did I
He
come?
is a legend.
I think it was either my first day here or Pennant or something, just when she got to New Zealand.
Yeah.
And it was a very early message. And she's like, oh, we've just got here and spent the time, and yeah, it's a long day, but she goes, I thought I'd check in, and I thought that was really lovely of her.
It is.
She always checks in to make sure that how I'm doing and what I'm doing, and yeah, she's a lovely, lovely person.
Explains why just about everyone has what's known as a little Carla crush.
Yep.
Matty O'Brien actually
Only
saying
human.
Carla won the first set and then scored a 4 on the last end of the second set to draw the set. So wow.
Oh, right.
Full count of
Massive.
4 to get the victory. So well played against the
Yeah.
Wales opponent.
Good on her. Legend.
Ice in them their veins. Bowls.
Great shots here on this head.
2 to the Ellison Hall rink.
This game down the end's gotten away 20-3 after 11, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that one's been quite an interesting match over there.
Yeah, 13-8 with the Sunbury men. I'm not sure if they're up or down. 9-8 with the Lilydale boys, and this 11-10 between Pidge and Millsy, so that's a great game.
That was 8-all, the Sunbury Highton match too. So
Yeah, there you go. Someone's jumped ahead.
I'm happy to draw it if you
just see if we can get her to move slightly. She has a drink right in front of the camera.
No?
You make it to me. Yep.
Here she goes.
Oh, well played, Jodie Fruend.
Awesome
Down
shot.
2.
To now, down 1. I
There's
think.
room, though.
Yeah, plenty
Nice
of room.
weighted
Yeah.
shot.
Good shot.
Her team out of trouble. She's been very good today, Jode.
She has played a great game today.
To the back, mate.
iPad's still too hot. I'm just going to give you all the scores. Oh, here we go. One of action now.
Come on, speed. Come on. Hurry. Well up, buddy. Good effort.
It's a story. One. Throw to me. Sit back, you get JP.
This is a good one to practice, drawing to the off-centre jack.
Yeah. How's she looking? Don't know if she's here.
I know that Elle practices these sorts of things. So in her mind, she's just got to beat that green bowl.
Yeah. It's good enough for 2.
Yep.
Yep.
I was looking at that.
Yes, Lorraine has just realised. She's yes. She was holding up
How are
the
the
wrong.
red ones?
Yeah, I didn't notice that before.
Or is it in front of the tee?
Bondi, that's the O'Donnell rink score is 20-3.
She looks okay. Got to get past the blue. Got to get past the... Well played. It's probably 1.
Good enough.
Yeah, that works.
Can Allison return the favour? Track
She's
looks
close.
pretty good.
She's very close. Yeah, good shot.
Stop now.
Great ball.
Yep.
And you need a couple of foot on your last.
CJ! Siege! Clean! Yeah, you're really good, Junior.
That's better.
Jodie Fruend just said that's better.
Yep.
It's better, huh? Needs
Needs
to
to
settle.
cease. You only have you if you don't take the
Oh, well
jack.
played.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Yep, good shot.
Great ball. One.
Played Rhonda, they pick up a 1. Move to 7 shots adrift. They are running out of ends is the issue.
They're going to need some numbers.
This one to switch it up.
7 shots in 3 ends is certainly not insurmountable.
Not at all. Stranger things have happened.
Yep. Dodsey, it's 9-8. I have a feeling Woody is the 8, but I'm not 100% convinced. So not much in it either way. 9-8 after 12. They're having a very good match over there. Well played, Jack Goff.
Think it, mate. Very close. Think it.
She certainly had eyes on the road with that last bowl. Gets in for shot with her last. Well played.
Not a bad starter from Helen, just falling a bit shy.
Yeah, line's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost ditch to ditch.
Yeah, wouldn't change much.
Weight's good enough, man.
Leanne with a response. The opposite, just that little bit through.
Still only one down. Two, mate.
Does Leanne's delivery remind you of anyone's?
Oh, let me have a look next time before
Yeah.
I answer.
Is it an obvious one, Tris? Should we know?
Well, it might just be me. It's not. It just.
I'll have a look.
What do you got now? Come on.
Gee, that one nearly drifted to out of bounds. Such as the turn on that hand.
Yeah, it really swung, didn't it?
Yeah, there's a little bit of came around.
There you
I see
go.
it there. Yeah, it's a little goose step.
Yeah.
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 Well spotted, Tris. Came around does get down a little lower. Of course,
Yeah.
she starts from a little lower too.
Yeah, slightly different, but there's remnants of it.
She's a good egg, came around.
Yeah, she is.
How far short is it?
Draw up, mate.
So it looks like they are shaking hands over on the Johnny O'Donnell triples match, which I think was the last match
Shot here.
from
Well played, mate.
the prior round.
Well done, buddy.
They've been very quiet over there, which
Yeah.
Yeah, they
is
have.
not
They've
normal.
Really, with, I mean, no disrespect, but they've really never been in it on the scoreline. I haven't been able
No.
to see too much to know why or how or what, but unfortunately, Bowlslink having a bit of a conniption, so I can't.
Update the singles.
Yep.
Draw to beat Nelson here. You happen to touch a jack, you make
Oh,
three.
that's effective.
Good, mate.
You know what to do with this one? Yep.
Yeah, Hank.
Maybe it is my iPad too, though, because I can get it on my phone. So
Played it well here, mate. Come on, Hank. Good shot here, mate. Yep. Well played, buddy. Good shot. Well done, mate.
Well played, buddy. Another one of Pidge's sayings. You'll get a few of those.
sure will.
Down the hill, pal. Down the hill. Right round him. Well played.
Got a run. Probably good enough for 3.
Yeah, good enough.
So we don't know the final score, but it was 20-3 was the last update on the scoreboard. But Mark Armstrong, Ben Lachlan and Brett Foley, they've gotten over the top of Josh McCoy and Rodney Peterson and Johnny O'Donnell. So that will put them into the quarterfinals of the Vic Open men's triples. Back to action here as both skippers on the mat.
What sort of room have I got, Dan?
Hey,
How much room have I got?
the second shot you've got that. Third shot, Pete.
You coming, mate?
Yeah, no, about third. So yeah, that.
Great, mate.
Come on, pitching.
It's actually a big shot for Millsy on the next rink. I think they might be 1, 2, maybe 3 down. So that's important. You don't want it to be close going to the last end.
True.
Come on.
Ronda's just bumped into shot bowler.
She was a bit stiff there. She had really good weight.
Her famous saying in our game last night was "holes are made for bowls."
Yours, mate.
So
Didn't find the hole that time,
no, she's
unfortunately.
not quite.
There's a slightly better line coming in from Allison, but just sailing on through.
Sam said to her, we've already got one there. Alison.
It's good to have a laugh.
Yeah,
We've got 2 at this stage, or?
nice to be up 14-7
Exactly.
in the last few ends of a
Yeah.
Vic Open
Yeah.
final. Be able to
Definitely
relax a
more
little.
comfortable.
Doesn't mean it's over though.
Not far away.
They got to
Not
have.
far away.
Shot bowl.
Oh. Stiff.
Yeah, good effort. I ran at it with a bit of purpose. Alison Hall still has a chance to add one more. Currently holding, I'm going to say 3.
Yeah, looks like 3.
Or is it 4?
Oh, she's found
Will
that.
be
Look at
4.
that. Beautiful.
Great shot.
Fort.
Yep. Which doesn't put this one
No,
beyond doubt.
6
but
and a
it's the
5.
next best thing. Up and back, as they say.
We always joke and say that up and back are sometimes the best words you can hear,
Yep.
and others disagree and reckon that last end is the best thing you can hear in a
So
game.
when you're up 18-7 in a Vic Open triples, I reckon up and back is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe they will play the last end if they can't pick up a 5 or a 6 here. Although on the stream the other night we did see appearing still elect to play another end.
All right.
Millsy just fell maybe 3 inches short of cutting out once, and it's 12 all on the last end.
Ooh, so definitely a result. No need for an extra end on that particular match.
Yeah, knew it was a big shot.
Yep.
Sunbury men 13-11. I think they might be up, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
And next rink 10-8, so a couple of tight games.
Yeah, so I think I was correct before, Dodsy, that Daniel Woodrow is the 8 on that ring. So 10-8, still hardly into the
Yeah,
middle.
up and back on that rink.
Yep. Lovely start by
Great
Leanne
start,
Poulson.
Leanne.
10 inches behind the jack.
She's been great, hasn't she?
She's had a great game.
Yeah.
I think almost every end or they've won, she had one in there, so
Yep.
good on her. She's done well.
Bit of action, a couple of rinks over.
What's Helen
The
got
South Bendigo boys have just played a great bowl to pick up the victory. Can't see anything more than that, but the cheers were immense, and then
Yeah,
the
two
quick
balls.
shake of the hands. So.
Come on, Nels.
Very close. Nelson Ball just played a crack up.
Very good.
Great shot.
So Leanne Poulson making it incredibly difficult for her opponents to get a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, great shot.
Superb leading.
Great shot.
One on, one not far behind. Helen's first bowl was a good one. She'll need to do something similar with her second, and ideally she gets rid of one. At least it's in behind, so still a chance.
Someone's just come out of the clubhouse with a set of bowls, so looks like
they've
a
stolen them,
set
or-
of extra. No, I think
bought
they're
them?
either the raffle ones or they've bought them. So if you feel like doing the same, you can jump in and see Henselite.
Yeah, Sarah bought a set after our game the other day.
Yeah.
She bought a set
They've
of
got
tigers.
An amazing stall set up in there. Everything
do.
that you could ever possibly want. So thank you, Henselite.
Yes, well said, Soph. You're spot on. We also had the pleasure of having AM Sportswear in there earlier in the week.
Yeah, I did see that.
A number of people from various clubs went and got a business card off Campbell Derrick.
I did. I saw a really cool our state shirt was up there, so
Yep.
that was awesome to
Yeah,
see.
looked very good. Some of the Victorian Bowls League gear was there.
Loved it.
The very popular fleecy pants.
Yes,
Yeah.
very
Aren't
popular
they comfy?
fleecy
I'm wearing
pants.
mine today.
They're amazing. They're the best.
Yep.
I've got 3 pairs now.
You got 3 pairs?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, I'm stuck with my one. But for Ballarat weather, I might need a couple more because we haven't experienced any spring.
True. Sam Robinson
Yeah, good
playing
effort.
2 good bowls as
Yep,
well.
very handy.
Yeah,
So
you
the
don't get the
game
drop
here
numbers.
for Leanne Poulson, Sam Robinson and Alison Hall is just to minimise any trouble.
I don't see any, 5s being created here right now. So the only
No,
reason
it's pretty
the
hard.
only thing I could think is if the jack came towards us, towards these back 2 bowls. But
Yep.
even then, you've got too many to cut it out. So I think that's a well-placed head for Rink. Good effort by Jones, though. Great shot anyway.
It's currently 1 to the Alison Hall Rink. Rhonda needs to find a way to somehow crash through.
I can see Jared walking around, so his game must have finished. I'm not sure whether he won or lost, though. It was going to be a great game, that one.
Right, we will update results in Bowls Link as soon as we can.
Range over. Mate, you know you want to try and turn yours, you've got an easy. Getting out here is a real good spot.
So if you want to keep one eye on that Craig Mills, Brett Marnie match, because they
Absolutely.
are 12 all on their last end.
I have a feeling Nelson Ball's holding shot,
Looks like it.
or 1
yeah.
or 2. Nate's trying to turn his, he doesn't like it. He's chasing it, but I don't think he likes it. Actually, no, that's a great home. That's almost where Millsy called him to be. So any trail of the jack, that's where it's going. So that's a good shot by Nath.
It can be a bit confusing there with Nelson Ball playing against his 2 club
Yeah,
mates.
absolutely.
So you sort of see the uniforms and think, well, that doesn't quite work.
Yep.
Of course, Alan Dove, now with Shepparton Golf, but played for many years at Yeovil Footscray.
Tight trail.
Back to the match here. Alison Hall has 1 short bowl against, which makes it incredibly difficult to drop a 5. Possible to drop a 6 almost. And just keeps putting bowls in and around it, and Rhonda not playing with weight, so effectively resigned to the fact they are not going to win this match.
Yeah.
But they can hold their heads high for being a runner-up in the
Well
Victorian Open triples, as ladies
Well
shake
played.
Yeah,
hands
and they've
now
played
Great
well.
game.
with 1 more to Alison Hall.
Great game. I don't think the score reflected the game at all.
I don't think so either, Soph.
Looks like when you get those, it looks like it was really one-sided, but there was both great shots played by everyone. So great game.
So the final score, we'll say 19 shots to 7. That's a victory to Leanne Poulson leading out for Sam Robinson playing 2/3, whatever you want to call it, and Alison Hall skipping. So they have won themselves a Victorian Open title. Tris,
Awesome.
they should be
Jake.
very pleased.
Yep, they've worked hard. They've earned it. So
They absolutely have, and the job's not
Very
done.
proud.
Samantha Robinson and Alison Hall, while they're sharing a warm embrace now, they'll enjoy this for a little bit and then realise, hold on, we've still got some other games to
single
play.
games to play.
they will.
So they'll be back at it. But
Take the confidence into that, I think they will.
yep, commiserations and congratulations to Helen
Well
Brache,
done.
Jodie
Yep.
Fruend and Rhonda Armstrong, who've performed pretty well. Jodie Fruend in particular played
I
very
think
well
she played awesome,
throughout
as
this
she
match.
does. Great game.
And while we tidy up the end of this, there are a couple of bowls to come.
I still think Nelson's holding shot there.
Yep. So that is in the men's.
I can never tell by those boys' facial expressions.
Yeah, it can be hard to tell.
They don't give much away, so.
So the situation is this afternoon. We are 2 finals to come. There's plenty of other bowls underway here, so if you are in the area and you want to come down and have a look, please do down at Shepparton Park. But there will be a men's pairs final and a women's pairs final. As Alison Hall walks past with a big smile on her face, as she is the latest Victorian Open champion. Her and her triples teammates Sam Robinson and Leanne Poulson.
Come on. Hey.
Pitch like this.
Brett Marnie
Oh, misses the jack.
just misses.
And drops his cloth.
And they do
That's
shake
it.
hands.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
that'll
good
be a
effort.
victory to
Great
Nelson
game.
Ball, Nathan Black and Craig Mills in what was an absolute nail-biter. It was 12 all, so let's say they pick up one or whatever. It'll be the narrowest of margins. So we will leave our coverage there. Can I thank Brad from SEN, who has put together the coverage today
Awesome job.
in another brilliant manner. Soph Kurzman, you're a star in commentary. Well done with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Trish Doolan, same. You're a star as well.
Thank you.
2 stars. Well done to both of
Thanks
you.
for having me.
We appreciate it. That is the ladies triples for the Victorian Open, brought to you by Henselite. And we also thank our streaming partner Moama Bowls Club for bringing the stream today.
Thank you.
We'll be back with another match in probably about half an hour's time. We'll wait for a couple of matches to finish. That'll be men's pairs for the Henselite Victorian Open. We shall see you then.
My Henselite bowls have helped me achieve my greatest dreams, one of the most special being a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. No matter where I am in the world, my Henselite bowls suit any surface and feel comfortable in the hand.
Anyone thinking about getting a roof, your whole system will change, right down to social bowls and pennant. At a board meeting this week and approved 22 new players. They really have been perfect all the way through this build and they looked after us really well.